Let's go ahead and get started in adding some data to our map. So the first thing we want to do is open ArcGIS. And to do that, you can come up to the icons here at the top, the one that looks like a little filing cabinet, and you can click on that. You notice that mine opens over here on the side. You can click and drag these panels around if you would like. Likewise, you can auto hide or permanently pin it. I'm going to go ahead and permanently pin it because I have a big monitor, but if I was working on a smaller one, I might let it auto hide. Now what we have to do here is tell ArcGIS where we want our folders, and so you click this little folder with a plus sign, and I will need to browse to where my data is, and mine is going to be buried in here. And then you want the top folder, and so I'll always go down to that GIS data folder that we talked about in a previous video, so that way I can get to anything in the downloads process or raw data if I need to without having to go through all those folders to get to it. So I click OK. And if I make this a little bigger, you'll be able to see the full path now where I have this folder in here. Now when I open this, it will allow me to now see all my folders and my data. And so to add data, you can do it a couple of ways. If you have ArcGIS open, you can simply click on that plus sign and go to the one that is the full name with the shape file here, and just drag it over to your layers. Now in this case, there is some coordinate warnings. For these exercises, you don't really need to worry about that. And so I'm just going to click these and say don't warn me again, and click close. And you can see there I have added some data. Now there's another way to add data. As you'll learn in ArcGIS or any GIS program, there's always multiple ways to do things, and it's just whatever works for your workflow. You can also click up here at the add data symbol, and then you can browse to your folders here in the drop down menu because you've already mapped it, and then you can simply kind of click through and you can see I could add things like the parcels shapefile and click add. Now one thing to note in ArcGIS, you see here I have kind of what looks like a duplicate shapefile. Ignore the ones with the symbol that has a question mark. That is in certain zipping processes and extraction processes of zip files, you end up with these legacy little files that aren't actually the shapefile. So just ignore these. You want the one that begins with a letter, not the one that begins with a period or has the question mark. All right, that concludes adding data to ArcGIS. Thanks.